So if you're looking at how to study spelling, there might be two things you're looking for. One, maybe you've got a spelling test tomorrow and you want to know, how do I study this stuff? Two, maybe you're looking just to get better at spelling on your own and it's not about school. So let's look at both cases. So first of all, let's say, we'll use the second one first actually. Let's say you want to become better in spelling. Best way to do it actually is to look up online or in various reference books at the library. There's a couple of lists of most commonly misspelled words, and those are great. Like let's say you find the 500 most commonly misspelled words. It's a pretty available list. I'm sure you can find on the internet or at your library. And then what you want to do is study those words. And believe it or not, if you get better at those 500 words, your spelling will improve dramatically. Number one, because those are the ones you're most commonly misspelling. And number two, once you get into spelling, you actually do get a feel for it. And your spelling, even for words that you haven't just studied, will actually improve. So that's great. Okay, so now the other situation, how do you do that? You've got the words now, you want to be a better speller, how do you study them? Best way to do it is, first look through the words, study them, look at them. If you're a person who likes to write each one a few times, look them over, and then have someone test you. This is the most important part. Have someone test you, they'll say them out loud. If you don't have anybody to work with, you could record them into a recorder, into your computer, into your iPod, whatever. Record them or have someone say them to you and then write them. You have to do that, right? You can't just look at them and say if you know it or not. So have someone test you, and out of those 500 words, see how many you got wrong. It doesn't matter. Maybe you only got 10, maybe you got 450. Take those words and divide them up into lists. And then take the words that you don't know and study them. So again, you can study them by saying them out loud if you're somebody who learns that way. You can study them by writing each one 5 times if you learn that way. Or you can study them just by looking at them over and over again, flashcards or something, if you learn visually, if you learn that way. Study them for a while, and then have someone test you again. The ones you've learned, cross off. The ones you still don't know, study again. So that's the best way to study for a spelling test, is study them, have someone test you, study them again, have someone test you again until you know them.